Hello, Capricorn. This is your Aquarius season reading, or February. My cat's just staring out the window and it's cute. Everything she does is cute. All information to work with me one-on-one is below, as well as information to get the extended version of this reading, which will be in the first link below. Just give it about 24 to 48 hours for that to come out on YouTube, but if you have Patreon, you'll get the notification as soon as it comes out. All right, so a few cards have already come out. We have the Ace of Cups, and then we have the King of Pentacles. There's a lot of fulfillment happening in your life. There's a lot of abundance coming around, and that's because you have noticed, or you may even be receiving recognition is the word I was looking for. Recognition for what it is, how it is that you're doing, whether it's at your job or like just different aspects of your life. You'll notice people will probably be even more attracted to you at this time. Sorry for all of this. I just don't want to restart this because it's going really well. However, you will notice, of course, with this change, like where you may feel like you are lacking. But overall, there's a secureness in your ability to produce, receive. You may be receiving a lot right now, or you may be coming into a time where you will be receiving a lot. And it has to do with that internal security that you've been working with as well. There's this feeling of love and money, and like life is going at a good pace, or you're adjusting to the pace that you're at. Whatever it is, there's an overarching sense of this feels good. This is where I can maybe indulge a little. The cardinal signs got kind of a relief coming into the year that I think we all needed, even though the eclipse are in cardinal signs, the nodes. But there was a shift that kind of loosened the reins, but especially on you guys, because Pluto's officially out of Capricorn, like for good. Unless it retrogrades back. I just haven't looked that far ahead yet. I don't always remember either. It's not like, it's like when you do a job, right? It's an interest, it's a job, but it's like, how much do you remember everything without it like being in front of you, right? So that's something that I think you can bring into this too, is like being present, being able to have more presence, especially if you are king and then the queen. You may have found someone who very much complements and has the same values as you, wants the same things as you, very much balances each other in the feminine and masculine way. There's maybe a secure feeling. So for some of you, if you're in a relationship, maybe you're securing that relationship, making it like official. What's that word? Exclusive. I was like, it begins with an E and it's different, but I don't use it all the time. You may be feeling exclusive with this person. This person may be you guys may be making a very long-term commitment as well, if you're in that next phase, or if you've been together for a while. There is just something about being in each other's presence that feels like you can be very present, which feels like a very different experience to you. You experience that when you're doing something that you're good at, and there's this energy that's like going back and forth with each other, and you're able to bounce off it. So this person may have that, that factor to them that, yeah, you didn't necessarily need this, or you didn't know you needed this. And now you can really like bounce back and forth with this person about your values, about what you're looking for, about where you're going, about how you guys are both whether you're on the same page, you know what it is? So it's like, there's that, a lot of that. So there's an overarching and overflow of the love, the commitment, the security that you're in, the values that you share. You notice what blooms around you when you guys are together, you know, like the experience that you're having, but then also other people around you could also potentially be benefiting from this joining together could be bringing more for not just you, but like people around you, and you didn't even like know it, right? This union could be bringing just a lot of what you feel like is fulfilling in a relationship, in a career. That whatever Pluto was transforming within you up until now is what not, like, it's leaving you to just work with it all. There's like not as much pressure, not as much riding on you, not as much, you don't feel like you need to be as like protected, like not as, yeah. But this could also have you realize, you know, what you've left behind. This could help you realize and reveal to you that, and what it could reveal very much so, you may have like this, maybe it's a moment of reflection, or you are entering more of a, like this union brings you closer to God, which for a lot of people love does, or when things are especially going well, it brings you closer to like source. Depends on the person, but I think it is really bringing you closer to, and you may realize something about something or someone from your past, and you may even hear something about them, and because you're doing so well and they may not be, you may have this full moment of like grievance. This is very specific for some of you, but this shift could make you feel like, wow, I really did just get through so much. And it's almost like this guilt you could feel through this, but it's really just allowing you to have closure. There's some closure that you may need from a situation, but someone may need it literally or physically, and maybe they hear about what's happening to you through the grapevine, or maybe you decide to tell someone because it looks like this person was still maybe hoping, waiting, wishing. So not that it's like your problem or responsibility, but I think you just have, because you've grown to this place, you have so much compassion. So if that is a situation, it's just asking you to finally like close it up, round it out, get the closure, or allow that person closure, and maybe you'll notice that it's for yourself as well. This is something that could have happened like a year ago. I would say 6 months to a year ago. And some people are like, wow, they move on really fast. Well, yeah, some people do. And that's just like, because they're ready for a relationship. Like that's what is what they're meant for. Like even this person in a relationship, it doesn't seem like they were ready to get in a new relationship. It's like, how ready are you? You know, like when is the right moment? This also fell out. 8 of Pentacles. So sorry. I've been having itchy nose problems during these readings this month, which is interesting. The 8 of Pentacles is that it's not necessarily that you have to do too much to close it out. It's just about focusing on what's in front of you. That focusing on the present and what's happening now is your key to the future. You've done a lot of future building. Capricorn. And now it's just about like amplifying what else, like what's possible for you, how you can bring what you do. If you're looking to make more money, it's like how you can generate this by noticing what you're good at, how you develop that, and maybe you just get to the drawing board and you start coming up with things. And I do think that this will happen after you find, because sometimes after you find like this moment, because beforehand you may be wondering, but it's okay to like be in each phase, right? You can be in and out of creation and in relationship, and those things can very much affect each other, especially if you have like codependence tendencies, or like you're not used to having like a regular relationship and other interests or whatever it is. But this is about you coming back to yourself and realizing like the reflection is also about how far you've come, what you've learned, how much has changed, what you've decided, how it's gotten you here. You're not the same person. This person's not the same person. How you feel about love, how you feel about the universe or God. Like you're having this full on like experience and connection with your internal world, your external world, your relationships, like the magnetism that you're going to draw just by doing what you want. And I think for a lot of you, it's weird because it's going to provoke a lot more energy within you, perhaps, or provide. Therefore, you'll want to be more extroverted, but you notice that none of it is giving you what the feeling you get from the other parts of your life, because there is fulfillment there. So it's about allowing yourself, I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. It's about allowing yourself to go there with yourself, to create something without the restraint, because the devil is still like there, it's you, but there's still restraint. So you're like being able, especially if you've had like an on and off relationship with doing something and creating something and expressing and experiencing, you're at this point where it's like, okay, how does it meet who I am today? Like there's a lot of change. I couldn't really get to it, or nothing was really like working. And now you have this ability to be like, okay, there's nowhere that really needs like fixing. Like things will grow, right? Things will shift. There will be opportunities. You have like all of these, your security, and you are able to then find where maybe you are restrained by what how you feel constrained by your location or your mind. All of those things are able to then allow freedom. You'll notice where you don't allow yourself more freedom, because you have the capacity to understand that. And like with each past, like whatever comes up from the past, whether it's about this Queen of Swords or a thought process that came down through the feminine in your life or the mother in your life, or a very strong-headed person, or if it came from your past experiences, right? So if all of that almost shape-shifted you in a way to maybe help you. End of the month, I just feel like I'm all, even though I know this is concise, it's like I feel like I'm all over the place with your energy right now. I was like, oh my God, coming into it's almost like tired. I also did go out on a day I normally don't. And so all that to say, maybe the spontaneity will help you break out of that. Towards the end of the month, there will be an opening for freedom that will give you space to receive maybe what it is that you've needed to receive. Maybe it's just information, but maybe it's an idea, right? You're creating all this space for the next phase, or this continuous evolution to keep going. for some of you, if you are experiencing a death at this time, again, this could be about the death of do you think this is just death of cycle? This is very much Pluto. The way you used to relate, the way you used to connect, that's all maybe shifting for some of you too. For Capricorn risings, Aquarius is going, and if you have Aquarius in the second house, then Pluto is going to be going through your house of worth and money and resources. And therefore you may find that that's why you feel a lot more freedom, because even though it doesn't sound like, you know, Pluto, it's transforming it. So the freedom may be a part of the transformation, and we won't really see this start to really play out for a while, but you'll start to pick up on different things that will probably just come back over and over again until we're just like, okay, I surrender to this. I'm gonna roll with it, you know? But overall, this is a month of just like basking in your nature and allowing whatever to like reveal itself, of course. But it's not without consent. It's not without being a part of whatever needs to move forward. Because for some of you, you may experience, right? You may want to celebrate at the end of the month. You may want to feel into what you've received even more. You may feel like, okay, I have done all of this, and I think what that does is that, because you know what it's like, right, to get so up and feel good, and then kind of just use it to fall back into cycles you didn't think you would ever, where you would ever maybe go again. And I think what you're experiencing now, the way that you enjoy your life, the ups that you have, is now just relinquishing anything that's anything else that's been stuck in that part of you. Maybe for some of you, it's deciding that you're gonna be like committed to this change. Maybe for others of you, it's about only dating one person, right? Being committed to that person. For others of you, for some of you, this is a big change of how you interact with the world, but you'll also see where the world was interacting with you in the same way. So you'll get some changes that maybe you weren't even expecting. And this is what I love about you guys. You guys just love it. It's just like happens, and because you decide to just be disciplined about something, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow. And it's like, it just looks so easy, but we know it's not like the easiest thing. Like it's something that there's like an element of surprise, but it's also like you were patient with yourself. Oh, Capricorn, I'm so excited for you. There's so much more to come. This union too may allow you to break through some of the patterns, right? We all have this ability, and it's not that you're using this person, it's just what happens, right? This is what the change that comes with relationship with, I think, the right person. And so this is also helping you navigate what's held you back from expanding in certain ways, right? Or opening or being yourself in certain ways. So there's like different parts of you that you're also going to be able to access more and more clearly, which is really cool, because super cool. I mean, it's all about being authentic, of course, but the authenticity and the rawness really becomes available this month in a way that's not so overwhelming, or yeah, we'll say that, unless you get caught up in your head too much, perhaps. either way, we'll see you right in the next part so we can get right into this beautiful reading, Capricorn. We will see you next month.